we are considered outsiders and dreamers. So then you go like, oh, I'm an outsider, I'm a dreamer. So, you know, I always say keep your dreams to yourself. Only share with those that really have your back. Because sometimes you could, it's like my kids call them frenemies. They're part friend, they're part enemy. And so as artists, we're very fragile. Somebody might have the next billion-dollar idea right here in this room. Now, they may give birth to it or they may not because of fear. And that's the whole dance. Because right now, I would challenge this room to say, hey, this summer, take your iPhone and try to make a movie, a full movie. Hollywood Shuffle was done in 12 days. 12 of the hardest days of my life over 2.5 years. And we had to use leftover film, 35 millimeter. We did part of our editing at a porno house in Chatsworth. And I just remember it was the funniest thing. You talk about making movies. We're in there, and then it's like 15 rooms, and we got it really cheap. And it's like all these rooms. Put your leg down. Put your leg down. Come on, we need the close-up. We need the close-up. Act like you're enjoying it. Let's go. And that's in every room. And you just go like, oh, what are you working on? It's called Hollywood Shuffle, man. Can we come out here and watch yours? I mean, so that's how bad we wanted it. That's how bad. So when I look, I'm like, who's going to be the one who's going to break out of CSUN? Who's going to be the filmmaker to put CSUN on the map? Who's going to be the renegade that's going to take everything that they're learning and step it up, their game? Because we all have 24 hours in a day. I have 24 hours, you guys have 24 hours. What do you do with your 24 hours? Now, you could be watching the game and the Clippers and the whole thing there, or you could be watching Oprah and the Housewives, or I'm just, the debates and Donald Trump, Where is your time? And if you can manage your time and say, you know what, I'm going to roll the dice on me. And sometimes it's not about money. The one thing I learned from Hollywood Shuffle, it's not about money.
Yeah.
Because if you can convince people to say, can you give me that location for free? Can you, I'm going to shoot it with my iPhone, but you know what? I'm going to get some other iPhones. I'm going to get them online on Craigslist for $50 and get blah, 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 blah. And then I'll have a 5-camera shoot. And then I'm going to get so-and-so that's in class with me. I've never approached him or I've never approached her, but I'm going to reach across the aisle and say, would you work with me? Everybody has different skill sets. And so part of the dance for this group is, how bad do you want the dream? Do you want to be born? And you could be born in college. You could be. It's just a matter of how do you manage your time. That's the whole dance for everybody in this room. Because I don't, Keenan and I were talking, and it's like, I remember Keenan and I were trying to find money, and we were pitching. And at the time, Spike's movie had come out before Hollywood Shuffle. He came out with She's Gotta Have It. And we went to this one investor, and all the investors said to us is that if you can get Spike Lee, and then it's like, I know you guys think you know comedy, but Spike could do, and Keenan, I was like going, he didn't even know, like Keenan, he didn't know us. But I say all of that to say, you never know who's sitting next to you, who's sitting across from you. So, any final questions before we head out? Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is the last. In the back, and then to you.
Okay.
Yes. Huh?